Have you ever just stopped and wondered, am I on the right path? I mean, it's a question we all ask ourselves, right? Well, today we're diving into a really fascinating approach to finding that answer. And believe it or not, it all comes down to numbers. Yeah, this question, it's a big one, isn't it? It's that little voice in your head during big life changes, or sometimes it just pops up on a random Tuesday. That search for direction, for a sense of purpose. That's exactly what we're going to explore.
So, when you have a question that big, where do you even begin to look for answers? Well, the system we're looking at today presents a kind of map for this journey of self-discovery, and it's called OpenChal.
Okay, so what is OpenShell exactly? This isn't just about getting a report with some facts. It suggests an active, ongoing process that's really designed to help you understand yourself and figure out your own unique path. And the tool it uses to unlock all this? It's numbers, which, kind of makes you wonder, how can something like your birth date lead to some deep, profound personal insight? Let's find out. All right, so let's pull back the curtain and see how this actually works. The whole thing is laid out as a pretty clear, structured process for, well, decoding your life's path. It really boils down to these three key steps. First, it helps you decode your strengths, the natural talents you have that you might not even see as special. Then, it shines a light on your challenges, those hurdles that seem to pop up over and over again. But honestly, the real kicker might be this third one, decoding the hidden patterns. We're talking about the subconscious stuff, the autopilot mode that drives so many of our choices without us even realizing it. Okay, this next part is super important. In fact, it's probably the absolute core of the whole OpenChal philosophy, and it's a distinction that totally flips the script on what most people think numerology is all about. So, the source makes this statement right up front by saying it's not about predictions, it's basically drawing a huge line in the sand. This isn't about fortune telling, it's about something completely different. And here's that pivot. The focus shifts entirely from prediction over to awareness. And when you think about it, that makes so much sense. Prediction is passive, right? It's like someone telling you a story that's already been written. But awareness? Awareness is active. It's about understanding how you're wired so you can pick up the pen and consciously write your own next chapter. So if the goal isn't to see the future, then what is the point? What do you actually get out of this? Well, it all leads to two really powerful outcomes: genuine personal growth and something called alignment. It all starts right here with awareness. This is the light bulb moment, that sudden feeling of clarity when you finally understand your own internal programming and you get why you react to things the way you do. And that awareness, that's the seed for what comes next. Because once you see your patterns, you can't unsee them. And that insight becomes the fuel for some real, meaningful personal growth. It allows you to lean into your strengths and navigate those challenges on purpose. Which brings us to the ultimate goal here, alignment. This is that sweet spot. It's the feeling you get when your life on the outside, your career, your relationships, all of it, finally feels like it's a true, honest reflection of who you are on the inside. So, what does a life of alignment actually feel like day to day? Well, it breaks down into three pretty amazing things: clarity, knowing where you're headed; confidence, feeling good about the choices you make; and making conscious decisions instead of just being pushed around by life's circumstances. So let's bring this all home. When you boil it all down, what's the one big takeaway from this whole OpenChal concept? It's really a simple two-part invitation. The first part is this: to open your path, to see the way forward clearly without all the usual noise and confusion. And the second part is just as powerful: to open your potential, to finally unlock and become the person you were always meant to be. And when you put those two ideas together, well, you get the name itself, OpenChal. Which leaves us all with one final, really provocative question. See, this journey isn't just about finding what's already there, it's about creating what comes next. So the real question this leaves us with is, what will you open? Ever feel like your name and birthday hold a secret code? Well, today we're diving into Chaldean numerology. This ancient system says your name and birth date actually contain a roadmap to your life's path. At its core, numerology is all about vibrations. Every number and name creates a unique energy around you. And this system links 9 main numbers to planets, each one with its own distinct vibe and personality. Okay, let's figure out your personal numbers. First up is your psychic number from your day of birth. Go ahead, take a second and figure yours out. It's the first major piece of your numerology puzzle. All right, next up is your destiny number. This one helps map out the direction and purpose of your life.
How do people use this? Well, for everything from big career choices to picking a new phone number.
Okay, what's your destiny number? This really represents the path you're meant to be on. So, what do these numbers even mean? If you got a number 1, you are a natural born leader. Got a number 6? You're the ultimate nurturer, totally driven by love and a deep sense of responsibility.
Number 8s are the achievers. You're set up for success and authority, though it might take some hard work.
But, your birth numbers are just the foundation. The vibration of your name is also huge.
The goal here isn't to predict some unchangeable fate. It's really about using this as a guide.
It's just a tool to understand your own energy, helping you find a little more balance and happiness.